And these are the conversations that have to happen. Because if we can have that conversation and it helps that one person, we can genuinely make a difference in the world. And that's what this podcast is about.
It's the newest of the voluntary registers in the world of counselling, psychotherapy, coaching. And it's the first voluntary register in the country that opened the door to psychological support to professionals that work with psychology in their day-to-day work, but don't get any support, don't get any training or very little training, like teachers, social workers, law enforcement.
Even again, I'll stop the podcast right there. Even I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you do a solo climb?
Because I had no intention of making it to the top.
So what was it for you when you'd had that future took away from you that you wanted, that you thought you deserved, you'd worked hard for? What was that part of the journey? What was the internal conversations? What was the behaviors? What were the actions? Obviously, going rock climbing on your own, thinking, well,
I mean,
fuck it.
that's just one example.
Yeah. What was it? Where were you, Dave, back in the day, and what were you going through?
The world ended.
So what was your internal conversation?
What was the internal conversation? What's the point?
What's the point? Perfect.
What the hell do I do now?
Perfect. So was that ego where you didn't listen to other people? And that's a powerful question. Was that ego, and a lot of people in the world say, just have one focus, don't listen to the naysayers, have one focus, because all the naysayers are just going to tell them their traumas and their things that why they didn't work for them. So you're 18 years old, you've dialed in, you've super focused.
Well, is it ego to say no? I'm determined. Yes, there is going to be an element of ego that says I've got this. I understand what I need to do. Distractions are taking me away from what I need to do. So there will obviously be an element of ego that's trying to protect that determination.
Explain that.
So you can be determined,
Okay.
but you can have a wider field of view by not having the ego that says this is the only focus.
Nice. But where?
So you define that as skill.
I would define somebody as skill that they've practiced. Not
Go back. What I said was you don't have the knowledge. The knowledge and that self-awareness that comes from the knowledge of what you can do.
There it is.
Do you know you can sing, or have you been told you can sing? They are two different things.
Love it. What's the point? Internal conversation. What's the point?
That was a conversation that, okay, so the what's the point was one of the first real proper conversations that Ted and I had.